What is up, you beautiful people, and welcome to my YouTube, I guess. If you take a look at this channel, I haven't posted a YouTube video since like peak quarantine in 2020, but we're back. I assume a lot of you guys are probably coming from my other socials, being Instagram and TikTok, and if you've seen my video about World Packers, then you already know the adventure that I'm about to be going on. If not, let me explain it for you. So, at the start of this year, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I'd been out of college for a year. I retired from college soccer for a year, and I'd been living with my parents in Austin, Texas, working at a country club with no real direction in terms of what I wanted to do. I was trying to model in Miami. That didn't work out, and so I was just kind of sitting in empty space. That being said, I did do a 2-month road trip up and down the West Coast this past summer, and that was a load of fun. I got to meet a bunch of people that I've been friends with online for a long time. I got to go see my buddies in my college town. I got to spend time with my brother in Vancouver, Washington. I even got to go up near the border of Canada and Washington to go see some friends up in Bellingham. Not only that, but I found a love for backpacking and rediscovered my love for the outdoors on this trip, something that I had lost a bit in my time with soccer. I realized that a big part of my struggle was that I had been under this structured environment for so long. I mean, like school, soccer, like especially during COVID, it had me on a really tight leash. So when I finished up, I had no clue what I wanted to do. I'd never been in charge of my own person before in that way, and I was a little lost with all the decision-making power I had, I guess. Like, I didn't know how to make decisions for myself because I had been told what to do in terms of, you need to get good grades, you need to get your degree, you need to stop shots, you need to come to practice. Like, it was always something. I was always so structured, and now all of a sudden, poof, that ish is gone. So it took me a while, I'm not going to lie, to rewire my brain and be able to attribute that same work ethic that I had towards my academics and my athletics and put it towards something entirely new for an entirely new journey. And I tried to do that on my road trip, but I was a little sappy and a little emotional for a lot of that. But it was a good start, and it warmed me up for what I'm about to do, which is crazy, by the way. It is currently like 10:30 p.m. And in a few hours, at like 3:30 a.m., I'm going to be driving to the airport and hopping on a plane that's eventually going to be taking me to the Philippines. I'm super stoked, but also this is not what I expected to be doing this year. Regardless, here I am. How this ended up coming about is in October. I'd just gotten back from an LA trip, and there was a Halloween festival being hosted by Sailor Books. Shout out, love you, Queen. And there was 2 people that were going, named Rin and Jack, who I met, and they're both travelers. That's their full-time gig, and I was like, huh? Y'all travel full time? That's what I want to do. And I picked their brain about it for the entirety of this festival weekend and found out a bunch of cool stuff. And then Rin actually ended up telling me about World Packers. And World Packers is an amazing work exchange community that allows you to create an account as a traveler, put out your different skills, hobbies, interests, maybe make a video, saying a little bit about yourself. And then you can look through a multitude of hosts that have put out different sort of odd jobs for volunteers to apply for, whether it be a bartender, a receptionist, or in my case, a social media agent. Now, when she told me about World Packers, I immediately reached out to their team and was like, hey, I know I'm not like her. Like, I'm not a full-time traveler. My feed at that point had been a little bit of travel, but was mostly really focused on modeling, which it has been up until very recently. But here's what I want to do. And I basically, I told them my vision of I'm, wanting to go see the world and share my experience at the end of the day. I summed it up like that. And they got back to me and they said, do you want to join our ambassador program? And I was like, huh? Yeah. Now here we are with code liamkalhagen if you guys want $10 off your World Packers membership. But I'm going to be working with World Packers, and I'll be doing a World Packers volunteer experience in Boracay, Philippines, for 2 months. I'm still like not really processing it. And I think part of the reason I wanted to start a YouTube was not only to make longer form content, because I really do love the editing process and I love filming and cinematography. And, you know, the short form content on TikTok and Instagram is so limiting, like so limiting. So I wanted to start a YouTube. But also, like, I need a diary, yo. I need somewhere to just kind of spill my thoughts and talk like this, because once I get going, I end up saying a lot of things that like had been in the back of my head, but I hadn't really like admitted to myself. One of them being that like I'm scared shitless, but I'm also like excited beyond belief. It's a very weird stomach churning feeling. But I also figured, like, if I'm going to be doing this journey, right, I think it is only appropriate and fair to y'all, my loving supporters, fans, followers, however you want to refer to yourself, the people that watch my content, that I really, like, bust my balls to put out as much quality content as I can. And I was like, the only thing stopping me from making a YouTube, to be completely honest, is laziness. Like, it is harder to make content on my phone. Like, it's quicker, but it's harder because I hate shooting in portrait mode. It's so much cooler to shoot in landscape. That being said, I'm no longer going to be making excuses for myself, and here I am starting my YouTube channel. Regardless, I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to making these videos for you guys. I'm looking forward to going on adventures and taking you with me, and hopefully creating content that is worth watching. That's always been something I've struggled with. It's that when I first started on social media, it was a hobby. And then all of a sudden, I had a bachelor's of science in media management and a couple 100,000 followers on TikTok. And I was like, wait, maybe I can make a job out of this? And now here we are. And I want to be able to put my best foot forward, because I never imagined that my socials could turn out to be what they are now and have given me the opportunities that I have had in these past 2 years. And I'm eternally grateful, and if I'm being honest, I want to expand and capitalize on all of that, okay? If you guys are excited to follow me along on this journey, that means the world to me, because it shows that y'all mess with me, and y'all mess with the type of videos that I make, and that's really all I'm going for, if I'm being honest. I'm not making no money off my socials, but I love and I appreciate you guys, and it is because of you that I've been able to do so many things this year, including this trip. And yeah, I can't express my gratitude enough. I hope you guys are excited. This is probably going to be edited really like scrappily, if that makes sense, like it's a diary entry, just because I wanted to give you guys an idea of why I'm doing what I'm doing, and also just kind of intro launch the YouTube, I guess, which I didn't really know how to do other than sitting down and talking to y'all. This is probably going to be a pretty short video, if I'm being honest, so I'm trying to think of ways to make it longer. Oh, yep, things I'm most excited about. 1, playing soccer on the beach. 2, getting super duper tan. 3, going scuba diving and taking my GoPro with me so I can make scuba diving videos. The food. Whew. I'm very excited about the food. Oh yeah, one more thing I forgot to mention. I'm not just going to the Philippines. After my 2 months in the Philippines, I will be spending a month in Thailand and then a month in Malaysia. So I'm gonna be gone for 4 months. I'm living out of 2 backpacks for 4 months. I just realized this whole vlog is gonna be so scattered around, but it's gonna be short, so it's fine. Y'all can handle it. I'm just excited, and my flight's coming up soon. I gotta finish packing, and I'm nervous, but I want you guys to see like the raw, real me going into this. And I think that's something that you can only see through a longer video like this on YouTube, where it's just me rambling. It's just me being honest with y'all. I think that's all I have for you. I think I'm gonna go get packed, make sure I'm all good and ready to go. One last thing. I'm stoked for this stash to grow out because I feel like this is the only appropriate moment of my life to have a mustache, is backpacking Southeast Asia. But this is only like a week and a half growth, and it looks mad cheesy. I'm hoping it'll turn into a man stash. We'll see. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope you're excited for the YouTube channel. I know I am. And we're in for a doozy. Whew. Here we go. Love you guys.